to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. So today is, what is today? Is it Tuesday? No, today's Monday, July 7th. Yes. And we are officially saying farewell to North Carolina in this vlog because I am on my way to turn in my keys. I'm also going to get my brows done. We're making the finishing touches on the apartment, and I feel very sad. I really love North Carolina. I really do. I really love the area that we were living in. It's just beautiful. There was a lot of things. It was very lonely for me there. My fault, because I didn't really put myself out there as much as I should have. At the end, I started making friends and meeting people, but that's okay. And I had mentioned in the moving vlog that I'm not sure if this is a temporary move or if this is a permanent move. I guess it just all depends on what happens in the next year. I'm kind of like, I go back and forth. I want to go and I want to be in Georgia, and then I'm like, no, I want to be in North Carolina. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. I really love Charlotte. I really love Charlotte. And yeah. So we'll just see. But I am on my way. I got up at 5 this morning, and we left a little before 7. So I'm gonna go to the apartment first, drop Ava off so she can start cleaning, and then from there I'm gonna go to my brow appointment. She said it should only take about an hour, so I might be gone like 2-ish hours, just depending on like traffic and driving and all that stuff. Hopefully it won't be more than 2 hours, because I'm trying to make this a real quick, because I want to be back home by no later, my goal is no later than 3. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that happen. I don't know, we'll see. The sun is in my eyes, but that's my goal. And I want to go back because I want to go to my parents' house. I want to do laundry. So we don't have a washer and dryer yet, because the washer and dryer that we did have was in North Carolina. That was with the apartment. So I don't actually have a washer and dryer. So that's something I'm going to have to get within the next few weeks to a month or whatever. So yeah, there's that. And I would really also like to meal plan so that I can meal prep tomorrow. And then I would really like to put the finishing touches on the place so I can have everything done, from the outside, sunroom, to the kitchen, to just, that's really the only thing we have left to do. So hopefully we can get that done. But yeah, I will show you guys the apartment for the very last time. It's funny because I've been uploading videos where I've been using my balcony, and a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you had a balcony. I've always had that, obviously, I've always had that balcony, but I never went out there, and here's the reason why. When I weighed over 300 pounds, I was scared to go on that balcony. And in my head, I was gonna break even the most concrete of the concrete balconies. I'll never forget this trip that my parents took me on for my birthday one year. I think it was the first year that I got divorced, and I was in massive survival mode. Like, I was in panic mode all the time. I was not feeling good at all. So we went on this trip to the beach, to Myrtle Beach, and they got a very high floor, and I was like, oh my gosh. So like anytime we had to take the elevator, I was like internally freaking out. I would not go out on that balcony, because again, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna break this thing. And it was like literal concrete. So in my head, again, the whole time I've been living at this apartment, I'm like, I'm gonna break this balcony. So I would literally be afraid to go out there. And now that I've lost weight, and I also have been feeling, you guys know I've been feeling a lot better, I no longer think I'm going to break it. So I had been able to enjoy it in the past month, which has been really nice. And I'm going to miss it. I'm not going to miss all them stairs. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to miss that part. But I'm just going to miss North Carolina. I'm going to miss being so close to so much. Maybe North Carolina will be home again. We don't know. I don't know what God's plan is, but I know that His plan is always better than mine. I feel like once I get into a routine, I think my biggest thing is that I'm not in a routine yet. And this is the last of the big stressful things that I have to do. So I feel like once this is done, I will feel a lot better because I don't have to worry about this place anymore. And I can... Why does my foot feel like it's falling asleep? Oh, I hate this. But I feel like I can kind of... Like I'm settled, you know? I don't have the responsibility of this other place. So, yeah. And then I'm going to get back on my schedule, which no screens after 10 p.m. None, except for my Kindle, which I don't really consider a screen because that one puts me to sleep. And yeah, so no screens after 10, back to getting up early again, back to getting my workouts in because I have not been on a consistent workout schedule. And I can't tell you when. I've been in a calorie deficit. I don't think I'm going to stay in a calorie deficit today just because I'm traveling. And I don't have anything planned for today. And this is what I don't like. I don't like not having things planned because I've been enjoying my food, but not as much. It's just better when I plan all around. Like, it's just better for me all around. I really thrive when I'm planning, and meal prepping is also so important to me. So I also need to get back into the groove of meal prepping and stuff like that. But yeah, I will, I guess, see you guys at the apartments. So this is it, you guys. I'm very emotional. This was my home for 3 years. I don't have words right now. I have a lot of feelings I'm feeling. And yeah, it's like you're not ready to go, but you know you need to go. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of that. But then you also don't want to go, but then you also want to go. It's like all of the things can be true at the same time, right? So yeah, I thought that I was gonna vlog more, but it's just, yeah. I forgot to take y'all on the way to go get my brows done, so I was gonna do that, but micro shading, they look crazy right now because they always do the first day, and I'm not supposed to be sweating, and it's really hot out here, so there's that. But I gotta go turn in my keys and say not goodbye, but I'll see you later, North Carolina. See you later, Charlotte. I don't really care about North Carolina. I'm mad. I'm sad about Charlotte. I really love this area. Yeah, sad. I'm really sad. I'm gonna miss the view from my apartment. I'm gonna miss having things so close. There's a lot of other things I'm gonna miss too, but yeah. I will talk to you guys when we get to Georgia, I guess. Or maybe on the road there, I don't know. So, I did not vlog, obviously. Hold on. I don't even think I showed you all my brows. They actually look better today, but they were, you guys already know, whenever I get them microbladed, they turn out like Oscar the Grouch brows, and they're just very blocky. And they look insane, but obviously this is gonna fade and they're gonna look good again. She actually did both, but mostly adding the color. This was the problem that I had, was right here. And then I think she added a little bit of color up there as well. So, it was just, I wanted to have this moment in the apartment with you guys, and then I just decided not to. Like, I just decided to have it myself. Kentrell's in Seattle, so he wasn't there, but I was gonna have it obviously with me and the kids, but it was just me and Ava. So we had our moment, and I literally cried almost, I would say halfway, like half of the drive, I cried. Off and on. And it was hard. It was really hard. And I was like, I don't want to be here in Georgia. I don't want to be here. And I was really fighting it, you know, and I was just like, I don't want to be here. I'm sad. I don't want to leave here. I really like it. Da, 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 just like not wanting to let go, right? And then I talked to a friend, and she kind of gave me a different perspective, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. Today, I want to do the finishing touches. Like, I don't have a washer and dryer yet. I was gonna go look for a washer and dryer today. I still might do that. I'm not 100% sure. I still might like go do that first thing this morning. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, that room, like the laundry room, is full of stuff. And it needs to come out, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with a lot of that stuff. I still need to build my island, which is right here. You guys are on top of my air conditioning unit that I'm gonna put out in my sunroom, which I'm so excited for. And then over here, I have the furniture to go out there. So we still have some finishing touches to do. I also want to redo my, and I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm gonna do the countertops. So like we're gonna do a little DIY stuff, and we're gonna make this place look like home. I mean, obviously like it looks like home, but like we're gonna do the finishing touches together. Now I feel a lot less stressed. We're gonna go shopping together. I have like a couple of things that I want to get to decorate. There's a few places here and there that I'm like, okay, this needs something. And so we're gonna do that. And yeah, I bought frames, and I'm finally gonna put up our cruise pictures. So yeah, I bought frames for that, and the frames are crazy. They have, I'll show y'all later, but I finally figured out how to actually make it straight, and I'll show you guys that whenever we get to that. I don't think it's gonna be in this video. I think this video is gonna be more of a farewell to North Carolina and a hello to Georgia, and think about this as another fresh start. And a fresh start where this is the first time since leaving my ex-husband that I'm not in survival mode. I'm not feeling anxious 24/7. I can go and I can drive, and I'm not panicking whenever I go into a left turn lane. I'm not panicking driving, you know, it's really freaking cool. So that is just going to allow me to be able to explore more. And on top of that, it was in North Carolina where I started doing solo dates. And do you guys think that's gonna stop just because I have friends here and my parents are here? Girl, no. No. I'm gonna go on solo dates, and they have some really cute spots here that I'm already kind of, you know, because there's that one dress, and I'm gonna put a picture up here on the screen. And I always said like, oh, I need a man to take me out so I could wear this dress. And I was sitting here and I was asking my parents, I said, where are some like really like, you know, nice fancy restaurants? And so they were giving me a breakdown, and I said, okay. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna wait on no man. I ain't waiting on no man. And that right there, going out at night, especially a dinner, and especially a fancier dinner where you know it's gonna be probably just a ton of couples, you know, in the evening. I don't know. There might be single people dining alone. I don't know. But what I do know is that I am going to go on a solo date, and I'm going to wear that black dress that I have been dying to wear. I've had that for years, and I've never worn it anywhere other than on YouTube. So yeah, like I'm gonna continue with my solo dates, and this is something I never did here while I was here. I really never went many places alone, you guys. Like I would be calling my mom, hey, do you wanna go here? Do you wanna go here? And if she said no, I don't think I would go. I can't really remember. I do remember I would go grocery shopping by myself here and there, but then when COVID happened and then you could start doing delivery, like, because I was so anxious all the dang time. So this is the first time, like this, I genuinely think is like a true, like I can really use this as a true fresh start, because my ex isn't here. I've healed so much. I've grown so much since leaving him. And on top of that, I have my parents here, I have friends, I have my dance classes, I'm joining the gym, I'm gonna make myself get out more, and you know, I'm just excited. I'm gonna miss Charlotte, I am, but like I was saying, it doesn't have to be a forever thing, even though I think it probably is. I don't know that I'd ever go back and live there. I mean, but who knows? Who knows what the future holds? I don't know. But I can always go and visit. I can always go back and visit. And I've already made plans that I want to go to Elevation. I think I showed you, I showed you guys. I went and we had such a good time. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But the original like main members of the worship team were not there. And I really liked this one guy and I really wanted to see him. And he wasn't there. So I was like, I want to see him. And then obviously the guy that was there that did the sermon that day, that they had the guest speaker, he was amazing. Like he was so amazing, and I thoroughly enjoyed. And that's the thing too, with Elevation, that is a church where I am like all in. You know, like not for a second was I bored at all. And I'm so mad at myself that it took me 3 years of me living there and like knowing I was leaving. And so I went the last weekend, the last Sunday I was there, and that's when me and the kids went. But I'm like mad at myself that it's like, it was literally right up the road and I waited last minute. But that just gives me a reason to go up there, and Cheesecake Factory's up there, and we love Cheesecake Factory, and it's like, we'll go up there, then we'll go have lunch, and then we'll come back home. And it's not that bad of a drive. It really isn't. And, you know, once we get Ava's permit situation switched over from North Carolina to here in Georgia, she'll be driving again. And so she can help drive if I want her to. I need her to, honestly. Because I'm not sure. But I think that Georgia might have where they are requiring them now to do certain hours, which I don't know how that whole transition from North Carolina to Georgia is going to work for her with the hours, and if they're going to be able to transfer over or if we're going to have to start all over. I don't know, but that'll be next week where we're going to go to the DMV, and I'm just going to go ahead and switch over my driver's license. And I'm also going to, come October, switch over my tag to Georgia. So yeah, but I feel a lot better today. I really do. After talking to my friend and hearing her perspective from a lot of things, I was just like, you know what? You're so right. I'm really excited to fully get this place together, and yeah. So yeah, that's that. I don't know. Like I said, I wanted this vlog to be something completely different, and it turned out not being what I wanted it to be, but I feel like that's okay, because this is something that I'm learning too. Not everything is going to go according to plan, and that doesn't make it any less powerful or impactful. And this move has been very emotional. It has been very difficult. But as far as everything, it's been very smooth. And I always feel like those smooth moves is the moves where God is like, yes, this is my will for you. Like, this is what I wanted you to do. Because last minute, actually, I found an apartment within my budget that would have kept me in North Carolina. It would have kept Ava in the same school district and everything. And I had a big decision to make. Do I go ahead and move to Georgia, or do I go after this apartment that's within my budget? Like, that was a very big decision, and it was a very hard decision to make. And I said, well, and I prayed about it, and I don't feel like I got a true answer, but then I also feel like I did get an answer from God. And then I talked to Contrell and one of his friends about it, and they kind of made me see that, like, there probably wasn't, I think either one would have been okay, but I do feel moving here, me and what I feel God was telling me, even though I felt like he wasn't being like, what am I trying to say here? I don't feel like I got a straight answer, but then I also feel like this is what, no, I did. I didn't get it in the way that I wanted to, but like, internally, your gut instinct, that is the Holy Spirit, okay? That is the Holy Spirit leading you. And the Holy Spirit was leading me here. But I was waiting for a sign. I was waiting, because that's what I was asking for, like a clear-cut sign, and that was my sign. I just now realized that was my sign. Internally, I knew I needed to be here. And that was his answer. That was his answer the whole time. And I'm just now realizing that. Okay, God, thank you. He was like, listen, I gave you your answer. Okay, that's what he just told me. Anyways, yeah, I'm just like trusting and believing. So I'm genuinely believing that this is where, and he has us here for a reason, specifically in this place too, like in this home. I believe he has us here for a very specific reason. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where he's going to take us, and what my story is going to look like, and what my life is going to look like a year from now, 6 months from now, So yeah, I'm excited to take you guys on this journey with me and to do the finishing touches in this place. We will do we'll DIY the, I pray that this comes out good. I've been watching videos and I'm like, I've never tried this before in my life. Let me show you. Hold on. I genuinely, honestly have no idea if I bought enough or not, but this is for the TV stand, okay? So I'm going to make it white. And as you can see, this is peel off contact paper, basically. I don't know what brand it is. We Stick? I don't know. But I'm gonna cover it in white. So I got 2 rolls. Again, I have no idea if it's gonna be enough, but we're gonna see. And then there's like these little doors with these little windows. So around that, I was going to trim it in this silver mirrored trim. So that's what I'm gonna do for the TV stand, and we're gonna do that together. I bought this little, it's called a wallpaper smoothing kit, but I think it has like the little thingy, yeah, the little thingy that you need to like make sure you're not getting any bubbles. And then I think it also has like a cutting thing. Oh, I have so many of these from that company I work with, For Less. They always send them with their bras. Is this an X-Acto knife? Definitely need that. And then, oh, here's another little thingy to like make sure it's, you know, going down smooth. So that is what was in here. That's gonna come in handy. I'm glad that it's right there because, girl, where those little measuring things from For Less store, I have no idea because this place is, a lot of stuff I'm still like, I don't know. I really don't know if this is going to be, hopefully it's going to be good because this is what I want to do the counters in. And it's a gray and white marble with golds going through, and I think it's going to be so pretty. So this is going to be for the countertops. I don't know, again, if this is going to be enough, but if not, I know where I got it from. Is it going to be waterproof? And I'm not even going to try to put heat on to this because I don't think it's going to be heat proof. But yeah, I need to not put that stuff on counters anyways. So that is my plan, and we'll do that together. So we'll do our countertops together, and you guys will see it before and after. So DIY that. I will show you guys my cruise pictures with my frames. We'll put those up together. Basically, we'll just do the finishing touches. I'm gonna go to Home Goods with my friend and we'll kind of shop around, see if there's any little knickknacks that I want to put on in certain areas, because I have a few things that I need to kind of use or like would like to put some decor on. And then we'll put my sunroom together as well. And that will be its own separate video, I believe. We'll see. But we're going to be doing some DIY and we're going to see how far I've come. And I'm going to show you guys some tips on what I learned, because I was like, look, I have to get these things up on the wall. So I have to figure out how to put them up on the wall. The things with the two, and you got to make them even. So I'm going to show you how I did that and how my little tip, and you guys probably already know this, but maybe some of you don't, because I didn't. So we're going to do that together too. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm excited. I'm not really nervous anymore. I'm ready for this fresh start. On my bingo card for July, I put that I'm gonna because I wrote a farewell letter to North Carolina. I did that on my solo date. I didn't tell you guys that because that solo date already went up, and I'm not planning on telling you guys. You guys, obviously, when this goes up, you guys are already gonna know. But today is July 9th, and you guys aren't gonna be seeing this until August. But I wrote that night on my solo date night, I wrote a farewell letter to North Carolina, and I put a reminder in my phone to go and read it 1 year from that date. So I'm going to do the same I even took a picture. This is the notebook that you put it in. So go find this notebook and it should be here. Hold on, my mouth is so dry. And I use that biotin stuff for dry mouth, and it still doesn't help. If you guys have any suggestions on help For dry mouth, let me know in the comments down below, because it's not good. It's not good. It is, no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the fact that I have dry mouth all the freaking time. And I use the biotin spray. I've used the biotin gel stuff to put in your mouth. I've used all kinds of stuff. There's something else too that I used. It was like pH balance, and it still doesn't help. None of it's helped. None of it's helped. So let me know if you have any suggestions. Leave them down below in the comments. But what was I saying? This hello letter, like a starting over letter into Georgia. That's what I'm writing. I'm writing a starting over letter to Georgia, and I'm excited, but I want to do that. I want to do that outside in my sunroom. So yeah, I'm excited for that, but I got to put it together first, right? So anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I think that it was also just a lot of pressure to have to go back to North Carolina and clean. And then also on top of that, I went and got my brows done that day. So it was just a lot packed in. And then I also was like, I'm missing, I'm not about to sit in traffic, because it was a long day. I had gotten up that morning at 5 a.m. I was like, I am not going to sit in traffic for hours. I'm not doing it. So I wanted to leave at a specific time, and we were just having to rush, and it just didn't turn out how I wanted to, but it's fine. There is a lot of pressure off of me now that there's nothing. I have no ties to North Carolina anymore at all. Like, the apartment's done. They're charging me for shit. I'm so upset, but you know what? I would just, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. I think it's BS, but I'm not going to try to fight it. I'm just going to pay it and just move on and be done with it. Okay? But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day. I cannot wait for you guys to go on this journey with me. I know you guys have noticed that my content has changed, and I'm gonna do a mixture because I really enjoy that content, and I really do want to show this glow up journey of mine, because that's exactly what I'm on. And it's not just externally, but it's internally too. And it's becoming the most attractive version of myself and putting that version of me out into the world every single day, and building new habits, building, really creating structure for myself, not for perfectionism or to try to be perfect, but just because that's what works best for me. Structure works I work so well with structure. And when I go to bed around the same time every night, get off my screens at 10 p.m. in my bed, reading my book, listening to soft jazz in the background until I go to sleep, waking up early, that is just it's what works best for me. It really truly does. So structure and having those habits, and I have been slacking so hardcore on those habits. So I'm definitely going to keep with that content as well, and then this content, because I enjoy making that content. And I know some of you have said, like, I don't like this content. Like, your channel will grow if you talk. And I'm like, I've talked for years and my channel hasn't grown. And you know what? I'm just going to sit here and just be like, if this channel never grows, it's fine. I have the audience that God needs me to have right now. And I'm just trusting and believing that if this channel is to grow, it's all in God's timing, and there is nothing more that I can do. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep putting the hard work and the effort that I can and do, and just put my hands up and say, okay, God, you lead me. From now on, you lead these channels, because there is not a single doubt in my mind, in my soul, in my body. Everything within me knows that this right here is my destiny. This is God's will for my life. Whether you guys want to believe that or not, or whether you think it's crazy or BS, it doesn't matter, because that's between me and God. You know what I mean? And I genuinely think, because I just know, and I've had people prophesize over this, my business, and didn't have a clue as to what I do. And I have stories about just signs that God has given me, and I've shared that with you guys. And I would not have seen those signs if I didn't believe that this was what I'm supposed to be doing, and doing it to glorify God, and to also inspire women to know that you don't have to live miserable. You don't have to live with abuse. You don't have to put up. You can set boundaries. You can change your life. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Like, we women are so powerful. Do you understand what we can do? What our bodies do? Like, we are amazing. And yeah, anyways, I genuinely know that this is what he has for me, and I'm just excited to see. But I'm letting go of control, and I'm like, okay, God, like, what am I filming? What am I filming this week? What are we doing? And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But as long as I'm able to pay my bills, you know, obviously I do want to earn 6 figures or be a millionaire. But if that's not God's will for my life, there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? And I have to be okay with that. And I have to stop fighting that, you know? So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for coming on this journey with me. I'm excited. I'm so excited to get back into dance classes. And the middle of July, I'm going to treat my weight loss journey like it's my full-time job. I have not been consistent with working out the past month at all. Like, at all. So I'm going to be getting back into my workouts consistently, which is also going to help my mental health as well. I have my walking pad out in my sunroom. So it's going to be out there. It is out there. And so once I get the air conditioning and all of it set up, I'm obviously going to be using it a lot more. I want to visit different parks and places and take Bella's on walks. So I'm definitely getting back into working out. And it's very important that I do so. So yeah, that is the rest of this video. Oh my gosh, I just talked to you guys for 30 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to cut any of this out, because I think it was good to just chit chat with you guys, because I have been doing a lot of just routines and kind of like glow up videos, like how to go to bed ugly and like wake up beautiful, and like, you know, like look like, and I know, look, girl, look at me. You guys have not seen me this pale in almost the middle of July since leaving my ex-husband. I have always been out at some pool most of the summer long. I'm ashamed. Not really. But yeah, so self-tanner is going on possibly tonight. I think I'm going to take some time to do, because girl, my appearance. Well, another thing is too, like, I'm not done with putting stuff together and like how hard you are on your hands. And during a move, I don't know. But a self-care night is definitely coming up. And also, it was just nice. What I was getting at is that it was nice to be able to just sit here and chat with you guys, because I haven't done that in so long. So that is a little bit of an update on my life and things I'm looking forward to, and things you guys can look forward to as far as my content coming up soon. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this journey takes us, and we'll see where we're going to be at in a year. I'm like, Lord, please let my future husband be here. I am so ready to be in a relationship. Like, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle, but I also am not making any kind of, when I say I'm not making any kind of effort, I mean, okay, this is what I mean. I'm single and I'm ready to mingle, but I will not be on the dating apps, period. I will not be on the dating apps, but I'm going to put myself out there more. I'm going to be going to the gym. I'm not going to be working out at home so much. I am going to be, like I said, going on solo dates at night. I'm going to be going on dates with the kids and going to my parents know like all the things. Like they have like music bingo. I love music bingo. So I would love to go to music bingo a couple of times and just do things that I just love to do and that I want to be doing, and naturally meet people that way. That's my goal, and I think that is how I'm gonna meet my future husband. Also, we're looking into churches to find ourselves a church home, and I want to also get involved. I really, really, really want to find a Bible study. I definitely want to do that. So getting involved in the church and stuff like that. So that is, yeah, that is what we can be doing. So hopefully this time next year, please God, please, I will have a man. Cause I'm ready. I want to date. I really, really, really want to date. I'm ready for that chapter of my life. But God might be like, girl, you think you're ready, but you ain't ready. So it's all in his timing. So anyways, it was so good catching up with you guys. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And we'll do some DIY stuff together. Bye guys. Do you want to see Bella real quick? Hi! Can you say hi? Can you say hi? So I have these blankets over here, right? Or not blankets, but I have these boxes. And I also have a camera in here. And so I put this blanket because I didn't want her to jump up on the couch, okay? I don't want her, because she's not supposed to be jumping, right? What you smell? What you smell? So I put this on the boxes behind the couch. You guys are on a box right now. She was on the top one. On the top. On this blanket. We were gone for hours. I know she wasn't comfortable. Okay, you see the blanket and you want to get on it. Okay, go ahead. I know she wasn't comfortable. But she sat there the whole time we were gone. Because I kept looking at the camera to see, did she move? Did she get down? And then I was like, I don't think she would try to jump. Because this is a high box over here. I'll show you the box in a minute. It's a high box. Like, there's no way she's going to jump off that box. Like, hopefully she comes back down, you know, and Ava was able to get her before she jumped off the couch. But this girl right here, that was crazy. Was that not crazy? How were you comfortable on that box yesterday? Huh? You don't want to look at the camera, huh? You don't even want to look at me because you know that was scary. I'm not gonna lie, it was scary. I'm glad you're okay. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. All right, y'all. Let me show you this box real quick, and then I'm gonna go for real. So this is the box she was on, okay? She had to climb from there to here, up here. How, like, what the heck? Are you kidding me, Bella? And there was just the little, but this is a hard box. I know she wasn't comfortable, but she stayed up there here the whole entire time. Is that not crazy? Anyways, I'll see y'all later.